What's up? Welcome back to Melvor Idle Hardcore. We are on episode 32. Still working on, herb lore a little bit, not really putting much time into it. I've got another little stack of gems built up for diamond luck, and I need to go farm some eyeballs. I was working on horns the other day, so not really a whole lot there for this one in particular. I think what I might do, because these are so close together, in XP, there's 160 versus 180. I think what I might do is just go bananas on fishing someday and try to get up fishing, or not fishing, mining. Might go crazy on mining, get up rune essence or something, and throw some gem gloves on and try to get as much diamonds as possible and see about raising it that way. Number one, I can use the rune essence and I can use the diamonds for this. And I can use all the other gems for bolts. So I'm not too concerned with that. This method here, it takes a while to farm all this stuff up. I mean, the eyeballs aren't too bad, but the horns take a while to get. I mean, this was I think a day of farming, half a day or a day. Now, I wasn't really trying a whole lot for that. I was running this kit here. Mostly trying to, well, let me rephrase that. I was running the Slayer gear because I was trying for Slayer XP. And if I wear oh God, what's that hat called? If I wear the Chapeau Noir and put the Signet ring on, I can get the items faster. You get more item find out of it. But I was focused more on Slayer, so that number isn't necessarily the greatest number to follow. This number of horns. It was a few hours. I know that, and I didn't really get as many horns as I was anticipating. I thought I was going to get a lot more, but is what it is. So you really have to gear up towards what you're trying to do. Like I was trying to hybridize things, and that doesn't really work out so well. If I'm going for horns, I really need to gear up and just get horns and whatever Slayer XP I get. If I'm going for Slayer stuff, I really need to focus on better Slayer monsters and not that one. Something that gives me a little better XP. But did a little bit of that. I was sitting there the other day. I started going through the volcano again. I've got, I don't know, about 25, 26 clears on that thing now. I did get, you will notice that I did get this helmet. I got the ancient helmet out of there. I feel like I got it at the same point I got it on my standard account. So I don't know if that's like scripted or if it's, like you have to beat it so many times, then you get each piece or something like that. I'm not sure how that works. I assume it's RNG, but not sure. So I got that helmet, which is great. Let's see here. I did also start looking at getting, the Ancient Claw Fragments. I've got a few of them here. Again, I wasn't really set up for the item find. I was trying to kill the Pegasus. You go in here to the Highlands and you kill these guys. They give you the Ancient Claw Fragments. You get 100 of them. You got your weapon. It basically doubles I think it doubles. I think the Griffin, the weapon that I have now, I guess I didn't need to go over there, but I think this one does a double swing. Where'd that go? This one does a double swipe. I don't remember if the next one's 3 or 4, but it does more swipes and I believe more damage. So as I was doing the volcano, I was like, you know what? I really need to up my damage. And I realized I hadn't gone for that weapon yet. So I thought, all right, let's go get that weapon. I guess I need to switch back to this since we're fishing. My range guy still looks pretty ragtag. I need to go get him some better gear. But I did some Pegasus farming. And let's see here. I made some decisions too along the way. First and foremost, I am no longer growing trees. In fact, I sold off the seeds that I had, and I am just down to carrots and baronto. That's it. I figured that's going to clear up some inventory. I sold out everything, all the other crap that I didn't want. I'm running into inventory spaces when I go farm creatures sometimes, so I'm missing out on certain things that I don't want to miss out on. So instead of missing those, I thought, I'll just clear my inventory out. I've got pretty much everything out that I don't want. I even sold that sword that I had for, strength damage. Because I think the claws do a good enough damage that I don't have to worry about it. Like when I was attacking something, if I switched between the weapon styles over here between stab and slash, there was no damage or hit accuracy or anything change. There was no change. Whereas sometimes I've noticed if you switch the styles, it changes. So I ditched that sword, that desert saber, just in an effort to clean out as much inventory as I can. In fact, I think I can get rid of these things too. Because we are running the Book of Eli, so instead of running these little shields, I'm going to go ahead and sell these things off too. Again, more inventory clearance, really. I do believe I did some mining, and I threw some gem gloves on, which is where I got the idea that I would mine up rune essence. I have a few things that I think I want to work towards at some point. I was doing some... I don't remember what levels I was at, but I was doing some combat magic the other day, and I was looking at all the runes that I have. Now I've got all the combination runes down here. I think what I'm going to do is go through and burn all these off, and just make regular runes. I don't know what ancient magic is like yet, but from what I was reading, because I was trying to see whether it was beneficial to make combination runes or not. I guess early on it is, because you're going to get your XP off of them and all that. They are more efficient because of all the item, what do you call that? Oh God, preserve resources. Because of the resource preservation and everything, you can make your rune essence stretch a long way, because you're going to craft all the runes, and then you're going to craft the ancient, or not the ancient runes. That's an ancient rune. The combination runes. So you're going to really stretch that rune essence a lot. The thing is, I guess once you get into ancient magic, you don't need, it doesn't use the combination runes. So I was looking at this and I thought, you know what, maybe that would be a way of cleaning out some inventory. I've never really known what to do with those. I've always figured, well, if I run out of regular runes, I just click the little button that says use the combination runes and move on. But I think what I'm going to try to do is focus more on burning those out. I could sell them. I don't think they sell for a whole lot, like $1 a piece. They're not really worth the effort, you know what I mean? So I could clear those out just by selling them, and that's fine. But I think I'd rather use them as much as possible, get as much levels built out of them. So I'm kind of in the cleaning house mode right now. I'll probably make sure that, and I could really probably get rid of, there's a lot of these runes I could probably get rid of. If I need to sit down and catalog them though, like the spells that I'm going to use. If I use this thing, I need those top 3 runes: 10 fire, 7 air, and 1 ancient. So I need to go through and catalog those and see what I need. And then, you know, like I've been running this curse. I've been running like this aura. I don't know why I don't have, oh, because I'm not high enough level? No, because I don't have this thing equipped. So I just need to unlock this and this. But I need to figure out the ones that I am using and raise those. I hate to get rid of anything, because I feel like if I get further in the game, I know there's parts where you have to switch between the different combat modes or combat styles. And I feel like maybe there might be magic you need to use with certain runes. So I don't really want to burn through all my runes yet, until I get to seeing how these things are, but it would free up some space. So, and the runes aren't that hard to build, but I don't know. It was a consideration that I was looking at, or something I was taking into consideration. Let's say that. So I did a little bit of work on magic. I did some work on attack, and I've been doing some work on strength. I believe I took this level up from 86 to 87 with actual combat, not fishing. I was actually doing combat, and I think this one went up a level too. I may or may not have gone up a level there. I did get to level 80 in Slayer, so that's cool. Not dungeons. I want to go here. I can now do the Shrouded Badlands, which is all this stuff. I've never fought any of this. I think I checked out the spider in my standard account, but I haven't gotten any further. It looked pretty thick, and I was like, all right, I don't feel like dealing with it. But I have to get up 250,000 Slayer coin. So I was kind of working on that. Ooh, I keep clicking the wrong thing. I was kind of working on that as well. That is this Blazing Lantern. And then we're going to need another 500,000 for the climbing boots once we hit level 85. And that is this area here. Now, this Dark Waters, I think Into the Mist is like a later in-game dungeon or something like that. I'm not sure. But this is going to be a long way out. So, what else did we do? Well, farmed up a bunch of things, and I've been working on hard tasks. I was actually on these elite tasks, but I really wasn't getting anywhere because the elite tasks have me fighting these two things here. Because I don't have the this lantern yet, it's not sending me into that. So I'm just fighting these guys, and I have a very low chance to hit, like a 30% chance to hit those things. So I thought, you know what, I really need a lot of Slayer coin, and I'm going to back these off to just hard tasks because I can hit these things a lot easier. So I back down to hard. I still get okay experience, but that's why I've been wearing the Slayer gears, you know, have enough to get experience off of it. But still get protection and still get items and stuff. These things, I don't care about the items so much. I'm more worried about the experience that comes off of them. So I've been fighting a lot of these things. Let's see. I did make some obstacle changes because of all this. Let's see, what did I change? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I changed this one here. I went from, what did we go from? I went from the maximum hit points, which kind of hurt a little bit, but I went over to this damage to all monsters, 3% to all monsters, which I think is great. And this 1% damage reduction. I think I talked about doing this in the last video, and I might have even gotten the materials for it, but I didn't actually do it. And I was looking at this and I'm like, this seems familiar. So it's either this or my standard account. And then I saw it, I'm like, all right, cool. And I applied it. So that's taken care of. I also changed this one. No, this one. I changed this one out. What did we have before? We had this global mastery, or global skill and global mastery, and I changed it over to this here, which gives you more melee accuracy. One of the things I've been having a lot of issues with in like the Volcano and some of these other places is my accuracy is low. Like 30% low, like bad. Like it doesn't really connect that often. The fights drag on. And because of that, the faster you kill the monster, like the more accuracy you have, the more often you're going to hit, the faster the thing dies, the more often you're going to get a chance to get loot. So that's great. But when you're fighting something you only have like a 30% chance on, it takes a lot more healing stuff because you're getting hit more. Even you can take more damage if you're killing something faster, you can take more damage because you're still not using as much healing as if you had less damage output and still taking a lot of damage. You know what I mean? It's kind of I can receive more damage if I kill things faster, and use less mats, you know, the carrots and all that kind of stuff. I'm not concerned about carrots. I got plenty of them, but I figured, you know what? This prayer cost kind of sucks. So that's why you see me fishing for the skelly fish now. But I figured I get a little bit of my hit points back and I get this accuracy, and this melee accuracy is key right now. I looked at some of the other stuff. The only other one I can do is this one that I want to change at the moment, and I think I would take this. But the problem is I don't have 95 or 90 in any of this stuff here, so I can't take it yet. And there's really nothing else I would change. I don't want to screw with my auto eat. I guess I could do this one, but then it's going to cost Slayer coin, and I really want that Slayer coin for other things right now, so I don't see the need to mess with that one. Let's see. I said we did the Volcano, got a bunch of clears on that. That's getting really good. Now, one thing I would like to point out before we end this up, this Sandstorm Ring is pretty badass. I think I mentioned it in the last video that I wanted to try it. I've tried this thing. I really like it. I really like this thing a lot. So it's an unavoidable attack that deals 5 to 15% of your hit points as damage 10 times in 4 seconds. So you watch this thing tick off. I've seen this hit for 40 or 50 on up to 100, 90 or 100, somewhere in there. And it ticks off 10 times. So you can do between 500, let's say 400 and 1,000 damage if that thing plows through. And fighting the dragon at the end of the volcano, you just see his health drop as this thing goes. And this, again, you're replacing the signet ring, so you're losing your item find and all that. But this thing clears monsters like a quickness. So some of this other stuff, you know, the lower level crap, oh, these dark wizards, I've been using that for like this stuff here. It just murders these things quick. I don't care about the items off of them. I just want them dead and fast. And so I put that thing on. I put it on my, I have one on my melee character. And melee, of course, doesn't use anything. You just go kill stuff and that's it. I have not tried it on the ranged yet. But I also have one on my magic. And the funny thing about magic is every time this thing ticks, I think it uses prayer points. I could be wrong, but I think it uses prayer points. It definitely uses magic every time that thing ticks. So each knock of that, every time it hits for 10, or every one of the 10 hits that it makes, it reduces your runes down. It reduces a bunch of stuff down. But the other cool thing is you can also watch this thing counting up the XP on whatever you're using, like the hit points, the magic. If it does prayer, I know it counts prayer up, and then the strength, and you know, whatever ticks up when you're attacking, whenever you hit something, it ticks up 10 times. So you're getting, I don't know if you're getting more XP for it, but you're getting faster XP. So that might make it more XP in the long run. But whatever it is, I love watching that thing just melt stuff. It just completely obliterates whatever's there. So these other creatures, man, they're gone. They're deleted. I love that. I love that ring. I hate that. For one, I hate things that poison or bleed me, because that damage over time effect sucks to receive. So being able to deal it out is awesome. So if you get a chance to play with that Sandstorm Ring, that thing comes from... was it the Arid Plains? You got to kill this sand beast and get it. He drops that thing. I think it's pretty funny. And I'm only using it in the volcano, really, just because, instead of, say, something else. There's a damage reduction ring you can use. There's some other things that are probably good. But the reason I use that is because of that damage over time effect. And it's basically another attack. So you do, like, I have this claw on. So what I do is I'll have a regular attack, which is just a single swipe. And then this thing will do the double swipe. And then every once in a while, that Sandstorm Ring will pop up and start, you know, doing its damage over time thing. So, I don't know. I'm pretty excited about where I'm at. That Sandstorm Ring has been fun to watch, because once it starts clocking, it just ticks that stuff down. I was sitting there watching the volcano fly by, and I'm really enjoying watching that, because it's a boss melter to some degree. Of course, once he starts doing his unavoidable attacks and you have to start healing, you lose all that. But as long as you're not getting knocked out of that sandstorm mode, that thing will clock down. It's pretty sweet. I really dig it. Give it a shot if you're at that point, or have it or whatever, just for lols, if anything else, because it's kind of funny. But that's all we got for today. And I don't know where we're planning to go for the next time. It's just going to be combat. I think it'll probably be more Slayer tasks. I want to get my Slayer coin up. I also need to get my other gear upgraded. So I need probably 400,000 Slayer coin on a good day to get everything progressed up. I'm not working on range, so that's 100,000 in gear I don't need to worry about. But I do need to get my magic upgraded, or my magic gear upgraded, the other piece of my magic gear, I should say. And then I need another 250,000 for the other Slayer place. I think I'm going to hold off on the Slayer place for now, though. I'm going to work on getting the coin for it, but I may not buy the lantern because it's going to take up inventory, and I really don't know that I can kill those things yet. My main account's level 90s in pretty much all of the attacks, and I think he's going to struggle in it. I need to get that account and test it first try the waters there and see how that goes. Get my strategy, and then we'll go in with this one. But it's all combat from here. So that's where we're at. I'm farming up prayer points because I'm definitely going to burn through them. That's really it. So we'll catch you on the next one. Take care.